What are mangroves?
Mangroves?
Yes.
Plants or trees with very umbrella-like roots.
Mangrove? Like, does it like come out mango?
Mangoes are a fruit.
Dried up water wastelands.
You know where mangroves are found?
India.
Pulau Ubin.
Sungei Buloh.
Pulau Ubin.
What comes to your mind when you think of mangroves?
Sungei Buloh.
They support a lot of wildlife, like Komodo dragon.
Nothing really.
Did you know that mangroves are very important for our environment? They play a vital role in protecting our coast from erosion and sea waves during storm surges, and they are also important carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and storing it, thus decreasing the effects of global warming. Now let's take a trip to the most abundant mangrove wetland in mainland Singapore, Sungei Buloh Wetland Reserve.
The Sungei Buloh area was originally 457 hectares of mangrove swamp, but in the 1930s it started to be redeveloped for farming of freshwater fish, prawns and cash crops, and was later to become an agro-farm hub in the future. This redevelopment threatened the rich biodiversity that was present in the area, consisting of 42% of bird species found in Singapore. In 1988, the Malayan Nature Society, now the Nature Society Singapore, managed to persuade the government to convert 87 hectares of Sungei Buloh into a nature reserve, advocating the value the land brings about for conserving rich biodiversity. It's a critical site for migratory birds too. The group crafted a proposal in 1987 for the designation of Sungei Buloh as a nature reserve, which the government was receptive to. Without their efforts, Sungei Buloh would probably not exist as a wildlife haven today.
Let's take a look at some of the nature and wildlife we can find in Sungei Buloh.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sungei Buloh, and over here we have the fishtail palm. So come, let's go look at it.
These palms earn their moniker from their distinctive fishtail-shaped leaves, and their hub for biodiversity, attracting insects like bees and butterflies, and even vertebrates like macaques and hornbills as a valuable resource for either food or shelter.
Over here we have the nipa palm, and this palm is very useful for humans in the way that the leaves, whatever I'm holding now, and the entire stem, they are used for roofing back in the kampongs. And also, everyone loves ice kacang, right? And there's this one element in ice kacang called the atap chi, and those atap chis are produced by the nipa palm fruits. So they'll have like this very big flowering thing, and people have to harvest it and then soak it in water, and that's how we get our atap chi. Over here we have the Abyssinia alba, a tropical mangrove species found along Sungei Buloh, along the river, and it's called the Abyssinia alba because alba means white, and its Malay name is called the Api Api Putih, and Api Api refers to the genus of Abyssinia, and Putih means white in Malay, and if you were to flick over the leaf, you'll see that the underside is white. And Api Api also means fireflies attracting. So this is a firefly attracting tree species, and hopefully you'll get to see fireflies here, but not at night. And over here, scattered all over across the floor, we have its propagules, and these propagules are dropped by the tree, and it helps to spread along the coastline so that they will grow by themselves. Yeah.
Here we have the tree climbing crab, which is a common sighting here at Sungei Buloh. These crabs mainly feed on the leaves of trees, but are also scavengers of dead carcasses, playing an important role in nutrient cycling, and they live in mounds and burrows. There are 3 species of these crabs in our mangroves, and this one with the red pincers is the E. singaporense, which was actually first sighted here in Singapore.
As we mentioned earlier, all of this could have been lost to economic development if our forefathers had not stepped up to appeal to conserve the area. Their efforts have not only protected nature itself, but also our national heritage. These lands provided people like our grandparents with a place to live, and the nature around them served as a valuable resource for them. In fact, one of the ecosystem services that mangroves provide to us humans is the sustenance they offer. The tree climbing crab you saw earlier are not only fascinating creatures, but also a source of food for communities like the Teochews, who have been known to pickle them and enjoy them with porridge. Conserving mangroves isn't just the responsibility of governments and organizations. It's something that each of us, as ordinary citizens can actively participate in around Singapore. One meaningful way we can do our part in conserving mangroves is through volunteering with organizations protecting mangroves. For example, the Sungei Buloh Volunteers in Reserve Service is dedicated to nature conservation and is immensely passionate about sharing rich knowledge about the reserve's biodiversity. Volunteers participate in a wide range of activities, including outreach, conservation, and networking opportunities. Another fantastic initiative is the Restore Ubin Mangrove Initiative. This community effort aims to restore mangroves at abandoned aquaculture ponds in Pulau Ubin. From monthly mangrove walks for families to community engagement activities and mangrove cleanups, there are plenty of ways to get involved. And let's not forget about the mangrove cleanups organised by groups like the International Coastal Cleanup Singapore, preserving ecosystem health by preventing plastic pollution accumulation, promoting carbon sequestration, which maintains coastal resilience. Another way we can help to preserve mangroves is participating in citizen science initiatives, such as contributing observations of wildlife to databases like eBird. Helping researchers and staff better understand, manage, and protect the biodiversity of mangrove ecosystems. There are many ways you can get involved and make a difference. Whether you have a passion for guiding visitors and spreading awareness about mangrove conservation or contributing important scientific data onto databases, these opportunities promote community engagement in environmental stewardship, and there's a role for everyone like you to play.
Even though we in Singapore pride ourselves on our green spaces, how much do we know about them and how often do we actually use them? Now that you've seen how amazing Sungei Buloh is, let's make the effort to see it with our own eyes. As humans, we have evolved over thousands of years living in natural habitats, and we have a natural inclination towards nature. Going out to directly experience nature for ourselves has positive effects for our mental health. It helps to restore our attention, improve our vitality, and to feel a deeper connection to our natural environment. To give you a sense of how relaxing being in nature can be, let's take 20 seconds to be immersed in the sights and sounds of Sungei Buloh. We hope that our video helped you to see the greater value in our mangroves and our nature, and inspired you to not only immerse yourself in nature, but to take part in community efforts to conserve the environment.